Okay, so it's not as cold as the Weather Channel predicted it to be, but it's still pretty cold, at least for me. You know what that means, right? Yes, hot chocolate afterwards. Oh, that's good, because I know a perfect place to go. It's one of my favorite cafes in the city, and it's run by the kindest people. No, not a Starbucks. It's definitely more a hole-in-the-wall, family-owned cafe. But I promise you, their donuts and drinks and snacks are the best. Well, that was the deal, wasn't it? You get me out of my house, my nice, warm house, and I'll take a walk with you so we can catch up as long as we go get hot chocolate afterwards. Indeed, it does seem like it'll benefit me more than you. I was actually looking forward to this, yes. I'm just playing up the fact that we get hot chocolate. It's one of my favorites, you know. Still hasn't changed, even after all this time. Come, this is my favorite park. It's not too far where I live, and from where you were telling me earlier today about where you had just moved in, it's not far away from you either. Only a little farther, but that's not bad. It is a big city, yeah. Definitely different from the small town we grew up in. Well, thank you. But to be fair, you just moved here about a week and a half ago, whereas I moved here about 2 years ago. So there's a bit of a difference. I've had time to adjust. You just got here. It is different, but I promise you, as long as you have an open mind, the city and the suburbs, it's not a bad place. No place is without danger, even our little town. Well, this is a new chapter in life. It's exciting. And I am very excited to help you adjust. Of course. Now, let's start our walking before my toes start to freeze. Yes, even in these warm boots, they're still going to get cold if we don't get moving soon. Come on. Thank you. It really has been a long time. You look good too. The air is very different, though, funnily enough, it's pretty clear and clean for a city place. You know how bigger cities tend to have pollution and all of that in the air. I mean, sure, there is that here, but it's actually gotten better over time. I don't know. something to do with emphasizing recycling more, doing other things that reduce, you know? A lot of people are walking or taking bikes nowadays as opposed to driving, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying it. I know I do. You're right. I was always a biker and a walker, despite it took about 30 minutes to get anywhere. You best believe I'll have my bike ready. About 10 to 15 minutes of a bike ride to get anywhere, whereas it was more of a 30-minute or 45-minute walk, depending on where you're going, of course. Yeah, this place is very different, but I promise you'll get used to it. In fact, you may end up liking living here more than I do. Well, every city has its drawbacks, but for now I love it. I'm glad I moved away. It feels different. Well, of course, I miss my family back home. I missed you, all of you, our friends, our neighbor's cat. She is? Oh, that's wonderful. I had no idea she was going to have kittens. Oh, your mom took one in. Can I see? Do you have any pictures? Oh, so cute, so small. Oh, he's grown up. Well, it's still cute, I'm sure. I bet he misses you. Studying here is great. The job I work at is so nice. Well, it is a little different from my major, but I like it. For now, at least. It helps, of course, pay bills and do all that stuff, but it gives me enough to also have some fun, if I feel like it. Well, you know my idea of fun. Pizza, video games, or a movie, and then reading a book until it's well into the late nights. And then I regret it when I wake up early. It's a vicious cycle. But hey, I enjoy it. There you go, lecturing me about my sleep schedule. I promise I'm fine, and it's okay. I have gotten better at it, though. I've been going to sleep at least an hour earlier than I used to. Yes, earlier than 3. I know. Crazy, right? Wow, thanks. For your information, I've kept this new schedule up for at least 6 months now, so I'd say I'm doing pretty good. We'll see indeed. But enough about me and this place. Trust me, I'll have plenty of time to show you all of my favorite places and all of the most popular spots for the locals. But what about you? What got you to move over here? change of scenery. I see. Well, I'm sorry about that. Not feeling like you fit in is very fun. Definitely makes you feel like one of the outcasts. Me? Oh, I was the craziest out of everyone. So it's no wonder that I've left my mark in that town. They still talk about me. Really? Well, our peers were never the most, upstanding people when it came to socializing and all that. They did not. But how could they? Of course, that's just not right. To accuse somebody of something that they completely are not? That's ridiculous. And they brought their friends along as well. That's just absolutely toxic. I'm glad it was dealt with, but they shouldn't get away with that. Oh, authorities were involved. Well, that's good, I guess. That tipped you over the edge. I completely understand. Those people, as nice-ish as they could be, I knew they were very two-faced. Didn't think they would do that. I guess people will surprise you. But I'm glad you and our friend are out of that situation. New people, new places. Except for me. I'm definitely not a new people here. We have grown up together, you're right. Except you've been around just a little longer than me. I think personally, if I may say, moving was a great choice. I know you said that your other friend, he's going to move out soon too. So I feel like that'll be good for the both of you. Get away from the towns and just make your own life in a new community, in a new place. It is scary, but it's also exciting, don't you think? New places, adventures. Of course, how could I forget? It took your mom and myself about an hour to pull you out of your room. Of course, I'll never let you live it down. You were only out for 30 minutes and then you said, "I'm done," and went back into your room. Oh, the old you. Really? Oh, I see. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, I guess one good way to prove that you're more dedicated to being out and about, and to keep you from becoming lazy again, I suggest that we go on more walks together. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not joking. Of course I do that for you. And we won't just walk here in the park either. We can go to other places, other neighborhoods, maybe even the mall. Did you know that the mall here, malls tend to open their doors about 15-ish minutes earlier than the shops open? I'm not sure why, other than the possibility that they allow people to just walk around. You know, walk around, get some exercise, and then afterwards treat themselves to a nice new overcoat, dress, shirt, trinket, food, whatever. It is pretty smart, yeah. But we have a lot of things to look forward to here, and I look forward to showing them to you. Here's to new beginnings. Just like the flowers, they're starting to bloom soon. Yep, a couple of the tougher flowers who can bear this cold weather are already starting to bloom, but they're few and far between, so we won't see many until March, April. Well, I guess we'll see what'll happen. But there is a spring festival that goes on here after the middle of March. It's either late March or early April usually. So if you want, and if you want to learn about more of this place, alright, that sounds good. It's really nice seeing you again. You're the first person outside of my family that I've seen since I left. Well, I do have friends. That doesn't mean I can't enjoy rekindling an old friendship. I'm glad you're here too. Oh my god, it's gotten colder. I don't know, the sun is higher up in the sky. You'd think it'd be warmer. Come on, let's go to the cafe now. I can buy us that coffee and hot chocolate, and then we can come back out and continue our walk and general catching up. What do you say? Yes, I'm sure. On me. Kind of like a welcome to the city present. Sounds good. Come this way. It's time to introduce you to one of the best cafes the city has to offer.